Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. DorfRomantik is an indie game that I have been enjoying a lot. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not official or anything. I just love it. And I wanted to share it with all of you and kind of talk about what type of game it is. The best way to describe this game, I think, and I've shared this with a lot of people now, is that it's essentially a more complicated version of solitaire. And what do I mean by that? Like, of course, this isn't solitaire, right? It's relaxing. You can put it on while you're watching Netflix, right? You can come home from a stressful day of work. You can play a strategy game like this that has mild strategy elements. You can make progress, you can make achievements, right? Like, it's achievement focused, so you have like certain goals that you can hit over multiple games. The replayability is like just amazing, and you always feel like you're making progress towards something, which is one of the things I love about this game, because a lot of games like this, right, when you are casually playing the game, they don't really offer rewards or goals to head towards. And this game really does that well by its achievement system and unlocking new tiles and all that. So how does the gameplay work? Well, essentially you have all of these tiles here in the lower right hand corner, and you can see that some of them have pluses on them, and that's kind of to initiate a quest. So the entire game is about placing tiles, placing them in the right order, and completing quests to get more tiles. You can see here, this water tile has only one right here. So if I place one more water tile, I'm going to complete that quest, my score is going to go up, and I'm going to get more tiles to place. So of course, as the game goes on, you get more complicated tiles, you get more complicated cities and quests to complete. While you're expanding your kind of world, so to say, you can actually run into other quests that are just like randomly on the map, and those quests are actually achievements as well, so you can unlock those like tiles essentially by completing the achievement. So there's a lot of depth that can quickly come with this. One of the best things that I love, and while I can't showcase it because I am a little bit scared of getting DMCA'd, is the music in this game. The music is so calming, and you know, if you have been on my channel, if you have watched the type of videos that I put out frequently, you all know that I have anxiety, and that like I play video games to relax a lot of the times. And this is one of those games that just, you know, it lowers my stress level. I can put it on, not have to think hard, right? It's not something where like when I raid in Final Fantasy XIV, I have to really apply myself and focus and try really hard, right? Like, and that can be emotionally exhausting. And this game is not like that, right? Of course, it is in early access, so there are some frustrations, right? Like there's no undo button right now, which hopefully the developers will add. But it's just one of those nice, happy, you know, games. And you can get like perfect if you match up all the tiles, right? So that would be like if I had 3 forest tiles around this and then 3 city tiles here. You can see that I can line up the city tile here with the other cities, and then it'll actually kind of glow and give me like a higher score. It is score based, so you can get like if you really wanted to, you could try and go for like a high score. The score system is actually like there's actually a high scorer for the game in multiplayer, so it is a little bit competitive if you are into that. For me, I just like the relaxing atmosphere. I like matching the tiles together. I like unlocking new tiles and kind of enjoying what that brings, right? I'll give you an example here. The windmill never used to be unlockable when I first got it. I had to actually unlock it. Some of the town tiles are unlockable. The clock tower that you can see in this picture. You get different trains as you progress through the game. There's just so much about this that is both environmental and kind of like, I don't know, it rewards you for playing, which I guess a lot of games do reward you for playing, right? But there's something different about this type of reward, as in like, it's hard to describe. You can see here I just shot myself in the foot. So this would be an example of me failing at strategy. You can see I have a railroad track here. So railroad tracks can only link with railroad tracks. And so I was trying to build my city, and then I put this farm here because I was making the video showing it off to you guys. And now I can't put a city here, so I will never be able to complete this quest, which means that, you know, the moment you can't start completing your quest, it's over. I mean, it's it is the beginning of the end. And it's no big deal. Like, you can always just start a new game, and it just might mean I go for a different achievement this round, right? So maybe I focus on getting more perfect tiles, because if I get 50 more perfect tiles, I'm going to get a new tile set. So maybe this game I'm going to focus on getting those perfects and making sure that, you know, every tile is perfect, every tile is lined up appropriately, and maybe I will get the achievement for that tile this round, right? Or maybe I could continue to close groups of fields together, right? It has a field here that gives me like a new field tile, right? If I close 10 fields. So like this right here would be considered a closed field group, right? So I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I could add one more here and then close this field group off. And then that would be kind of like the 11th one here. And so there's a lot of gameplay that's like delayed or slow progress that you can work towards. It's not an auto failure, right? If you were just like, oh yeah, I didn't do that. Right? Or like, ah, shit, I fucked up. Like, you don't have to, it's not like you're playing a game of Civ where when you fuck up, right, you're like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna restart right now, right? Like, you can already see it coming and you're just like, nope, we're just gonna hit that reset button and call it good. It's not like that. And I think the one thing to think about too with this game is that there's more content coming out, and that there's, you know, they're constantly developing it, which I'm excited for. This is still in early access. There's 2 content patches planned right now. Like, I can't wait for this to come out. I can't wait to play it in its fully released form, because right now I am having a blast just playing it the way it is. And yeah, I love it. I can't, it's hard for me to go wrong. You can see here, this is going to be a perfect tile. So a perfect tile is when you get all the sides around it correct. And you can see up here that I'm now 50 out of 100 for perfect placements. So that's just an example of one of the things you can do. I also need to get a group of 100 fields linked together, which is going to be its own adventure. So yeah, I hope this was just like a quick video. I wanted to show you guys this game because I've been enjoying it a lot. I've been playing it quite frequently just to relax after stream or before I go to bed. It's kind of become like my bedtime ritual. And if you're someone who like just uses games to detox, I would highly encourage you to check this out. Anyway, everybody, have a great rest of your day.